Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Hunter Call the Wild. So I've been playing this game a little while. There's been a couple DLCs that have come out that I haven't checked out yet. So I picked up the DLCs the other day there, and I'm going to show them to you here now. So there's two of them that came out. One of them was an ATV, and one of them was a blind / camp you can set up. Now I'm just going to go to the other side over here of these bushes, and I can show you what the blind looks like. And the blind can hold 2 people inside of it, which is kind of neat. So when you're in an area like this, you really don't need a blind because you're basically just hidden by the trees, with skills at least. When you have certain skills, you're hidden by the trees. But if you don't have the skills, then it becomes a problem. So let's say you want to get a deer, and you're right in the middle of a field, like let's say you're right over here somewhere. So as long as the wind is on your side, let's go switch over to the blind real quick here. No, that's not that one. One more. So here we go. Here's what the blind looks like when you place it down. So they are consumable, and you actually have to buy them. So let's place this down. So let's go back over here. So, oh, you can dismantle it. Okay, you can just leave it up. I wasn't sure if you could stay inside of it, or oh, you're still visible in here? That's bizarre. I thought you'd be able to kind of like make this less visible. Maybe you have to go outside and do it, but when I'm standing in here, I'm still visible, so I'm a little surprised by that actually. Anyways, this is what the blind looks like. So the only side you can't see out of is the door, which is fine. Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. I don't know. I guess in reality you would crouch or something when you're hunting for deer. But this is what the blind looks like. I wasn't sure if you could dismantle it or not. That was the one thing I wasn't sure about. But it appears you can, which is good for us. So there was a white-tailed deer around here somewhere. I don't know where it was though, but it's somewhere. So I don't know if this means that the deer can't see us from the outside at all, or if this is just something that you can put down so you can kind of, you know, have a hidden, semi-hidden spot anywhere, basically. I don't know if this is going to work for bow hunting, but we'll see actually. Alright, let's see if we can't lure this deer in wherever it came from. So, the other thing that you get is the ATV, which I don't have around me right now. I'll show that in a second. Hopefully we can use the blind to get this deer. Hopefully. I was tracking a male moose, but I wasn't able to find it. He eluded me for the time being, so we're going to see if we can't lure this deer in using the blind for the time being. So let's, I'll come back in a quick second, and hopefully this deer has come in here a little bit. So a quick little point here that I just realized is just thought I'd test it out to see what would happen. And apparently when you do put your tent or your blind down, it does scare away animals, if they are nearby at least. I just put it up. There was a few moose apparently like right in front of me there, and I didn't even realize. And I just scared them away by putting this down. I don't know where they went off to. Somewhere over here in the bush, I imagine. But it does make enough noise to scare things away. I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure, but I was like, well, let's just see what happens, because sometimes things are strange. But this might be a nice area. So one thing I have noticed though is that you kind of need to stand up in here. You can't really you can't crouch down unless you have the right angle. So like, this is me crouching down in this context. So I'm hidden, but I can't really see anything either, which doesn't really make my life any better for what I wanted to do in this case. So there you go. But that's what the blind looks like. It's pretty neat. It can work really well. So you can fit like 2 people in here. So if you want to set up a blind in a random area, you can totally do that. So maybe they're moving towards something like maybe ducks in the future or something like that. I don't know. I am not certain. I guess this was the kind of thing you would probably put down close to like a feeding area or like a resting area, I would imagine. That would be probably the thing to do in this situation. So, and you can dismantle it, as I mentioned, which is nice. And you can place it, you can replace it down. So you can place a few of them down if you like. So if you have a group of people with you, you can do that. So there was a few moose right over here. So here's some of the prints. See if I can locate them once again here. that already on the map for me? Let's find out here real quick. No, I guess I should examine this track then. There's a feeding area for the moose. Okay, makes sense. And we were trying to follow a male moose somewhere. I lost the tracks now. But there were like 2 or 3 moose like right here, which was kind of interesting. And I didn't realize I had snuck up them that closely, but apparently I did. No, that's a female again. Oh, there's a deer. Somewhere, I don't know where. Oh, in front of us? Okay. Let's see if we can't get a deer then. See what happens. One thing to note actually is that the blinds actually show up on your map here, so you can drop one down at one point and then you can just come back to it whenever you like. Although you can't fast travel to the blinds, but you can just drop it down wherever you like, which is kind of neat. So if you find a good area that you like a lot, you can just drop it down a blind and go from there basically. So kind of nice things. It doesn't appear to make you fully not invisible, but it doesn't seem to hide you 100%. Like you can crouch down and then you're invisible, so to speak. But it only works if you, depending on which side you want to shoot out of and whatnot. So it's kind of interesting. I find it a bit cumbersome for the way I like to hunt in this game, but it definitely would be interesting. Is that something there? Is that my imagination? Probably just my imagination. Because I always find doing something like this is a very different style of hunting. I guess I like to stalk a bit more rather than kind of sit and wait. Because I don't find sit and wait works for everything. And for most of the things I end up hunting anyways, it seems to be like a lot of deer and whatnot. So deer, you can basically just walk around and encounter them fairly easily. And they just hide around a tree for the most part. So, oh, there's something right there. See, I can't see it here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That looks like a nice white-tailed deer. It is indeed. We're just going to hit it with a gun. I don't know if we'll be able to get close enough with a bow. But this gun is going to just... let's try at least. But the problem is it's a male, and males spook way faster than females. And there's a moose back there. So there you go. The blind works. Gonna wait for this male to come in a bit more. There you go. So in this context, what you could do is you could use something like moose scent, for example. So if I go to my inventory here, and I go into my scents, you can use your moose scent and kind of just chill out in this kind of area here. So I think in reality, if you were to do this and then get a moose or a deer like that, I don't think you would be able to get much else for the rest of the day. But in this game, you probably would be able to get one other one. So that was a male deer. We won't get an integrity bonus for that, 100%, because this gun is meant for like moose, not for white-tailed deer. And one thing to note actually about the blind itself, it does take quite a bit of space up in your inventory. So there's that integrity bonus I was referring to. Wow, really? Only not 750? I guess. I guess if I had got an integrity bonus, it would have been good. That was a silver. Still trying to get a gold one, but minor. Trophy antlers. Okay, cool. Excellent. So that's how the blind, how you can use the blind at least. So I can leave that here now, and if I wish at least, and come back to this particular location, because it's a feeding location for various things. So that is the blind, which is kind of neat. Is that moose in visual range again? That would be funny if it were. I don't see it. Doesn't mean it's not close though. Alright, let's just dismantle this for the time being then. And let's fast travel back to our base of operation here. And I'll show you the other thing you can actually use as well. Go to our inventory, which is over here. So that is the blind. So if we go to my backpack, the actual blinds themselves take quite a bit of space. I think it's, what is it, six space, I guess, 6 spaces of your inventory. And here's a portable structure. Once you buy one, you have all of them. It seems like it doesn't really seem to matter what color you buy for whatever reason. So here's the tent. So if I want to put my camo tent here, one of the differences between the camo tent, so the blind, so I go over to the blind, says the ultimate transporter camouflage, concealment, and weather protection. Once deployed, it provides excellent visibility, concealment, and unrestricted shooting angles in almost every direction. Notable features include ability to be deployed almost anywhere, decreased visibility, and room for up to 2 hunters within. So that's what I was saying. It's a decreased visibility, but it's not invisible. And this one is a 2-man tent suitable for all weather conditions, patented high-tech mosquito wall, tested for severe conditions in northern Scandinavia. It's proven to decrease user blood loss by almost 5% compared to its previous generation. I don't know why that would do that, but anyways. This warning product also includes a large storage container that will turn your mobile home into a fully functional outpost, which is the difference between the tent and this. Notable features include ability to be deployed almost anywhere, serving as a fast travel, revival, and resting area. Camping fees apply, and storage and store access. So there you go. So what you can do is, let's say you hop into your garage here, and I'll show you the ATVs. You get 3 ATVs. You don't actually have to purchase these ATVs. You get them all for free once you buy the DLC. So these 2 DLCs I'm showing you right now are both purchasable. They're both paid DLCs. These you actually have to buy in store. So if I go into the store and I go to portable structures, so they cost $16,000 for the tent, and once you buy one, it seems like you have them all, or you have at least one of them. I guess I'm not sure if you get like all of them or just have. I'm not sure how the way it works. We'll find out in a second here. And ground blinds are $8,000 each, so you can just pick one of those up each. And ATVs, as you can see, they don't cost anything. So let's go ahead and request an ATV. I like the charcoal one personally, so request it. My vehicle's arrived, and here we are. So the way it works is you just basically hop into it, and I think this is I don't know why this wasn't a part of the game originally, but it's pretty awesome. So let's say I want to, where am I here? That makes a lot of noise. Let's say I want to head north to this point that I've never been to before. So one thing to note is you can't keep your tab open. There you go. I find it's a bit loud. I don't know if you can adjust that sound specifically. There we go. And I want to head north. So one thing to note is pay attention to where you are and where you want to go, because you'll find yourself referring to the map often. Okay. And you can drive anywhere with this thing, which is really neat. It does take damage over time, so keep that in mind. So if you run into trees and stuff, it will damage. So, and you have 2 different views. You have this view, and then you have the third-person view here, which is kind of neat as well. And it's nice because it allows you to move around the map much more freely. Remember, this isn't a driving game, but it does do a pretty decent job of simulating the driving aspect of it. So I like it because you get to find some of those points that you didn't find before. So even though I play this game quite a bit, there's lots of little areas I haven't gone to yet, just because it just took forever to get there. But now with the ATV, most likely I probably will be a bit more apt to go check them out. The one thing I was kind of confused about was the fact that the ATV doesn't have any storage on it, which is kind of bizarre. I thought you'd be able to store things on the ATV. So let's say if you want to carry a blind with you and like a tent, you could do that, but it doesn't appear you could do that. Which I'm not sure the reason why they didn't do that, actually. Because that's kind of the reason why most people take ATVs, for transporting stuff. There you go. Let's head this way here. And if you go to your map, you'll see that I'm quite far away already here. I actually want to go to this location, so if I place a waypoint there, and it doesn't park, as you just noticed, when you get in the other screens there. So let me get to that point there, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here we are coming up on this point here, and that it took maybe like a minute or two, not very long to get there, but it does make your life a lot easier. Oh, here we go, a little one of these history codex things. hop off of it there. There we go. And it stays still. Let's go ahead and see what this is, because I haven't got this yet apparently. Inspect. Entry added to codex. So let's say if I wanted to, hopefully I put it in my inventory. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's say I wanted to, yes, I do have the tent. Now I don't know if you can dismantle these or not. Let's find out here. So let's say I wanted to put one of these tents right here. I can do so. And can I dismantle it? Oh, you can pick it up. Okay, so let's say you want to go here. You want to check your store. Is that on the inside or outside here? There we go. You can access your cache right there. You can actually pick them up. So let's say you wanted to change out some of your guns. You could do that right here from this, which is kind of neat actually. So you can change out stuff on the fly, which is really neat. And then if you want to sleep, you can also rest there. And apparently there's a fee. Oh, a small fee actually, not a big fee, which is kind of neat. So if you want to go to a specific area and then request your, I guess if you wanted to request your ATV, you could do that from wherever you are, which is kind of interesting. So you can see that the condition of the vehicle has decreased as well. So because I ran into a tree, but those are the two DLCs, which are kind of neat actually. So that is cooler than I thought it was going to be. But I wasn't sure if you could dismantle them. That was the one thing I was kind of curious about. But if you like this, so let's say I have, where am I here? So I'm right here. Let's say I wanted to go to this outpost right here. I should be able to fast travel to here. I don't know why it's not letting me fast travel here. Fast travel? No. What about here? Fast travel. Maybe I haven't discovered that one. That's why it's green. Well, that's possible. And if I fast travel to here, like so, I can do that. And I should be able to fast travel back to the other area here. So if I go back up here, it's going to show my ATVs up there. And there's my waypoint that I placed down. Let's go ahead and just remove that waypoint. Like so. And then my portable structure, and I can fast travel back to that, which is one of the neat things. So let's say if you find a good area that you like, you can set up your camp right there, and then you can go from there basically, which is kind of neat. Oh, it even leaves a little area there. That's super cool. So there you go. That is the neat thing about this. So let's say you're like me and you haven't really explored. So I've explored most of this map. There's lots of areas I haven't gone to yet just because I haven't really felt like it. I guess they must have put all the outposts down and like it made them visible is what I mean. So now it's easy enough to hop into your ATV and just go and find these things. So anyways, I thought I'd show you those two DLCs that are kind of neat. Both are paid DLCs, so keep that in mind. And also with one thing about the ATV, it does make a heck of a lot of noise. So if you're trying to get some animals, it might not be the best thing. Does it have lights or anything on it? That would be kind of neat if it had lights. It looks like it has lights, but I don't know if they may come on at night or something. So anyways, that's it for me for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the little look at those two new DLCs for the Hunter. My name's Ian Robs, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later.